Hi, we're Alt J. I'm Joe.
I'm Gus, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to my interview with Joe and Gus from Alt J. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome. How have you guys been?
Good.
I want to say welcome back to Toronto and just thanks for taking the time to have a chat.
We're very happy to be here.
Well, I want to kick things off by diving right into Relaxer, latest record release. It must just feel amazing to finally have some new music, not just to perform live, but just to kind of be vibing off of lately.
It is a good feeling, sort of being in the early stages of releasing a new album. I think, you feel like everyone's excited about some new songs, you've got new things to play on stage, and you just feel like it's nice to feel sort of like you're at that point of sort of currency again, if you know what I mean, and people aren't just saying, well, when's the new album out? They're like, the new album is out. And it's good. That's
You
nice.
can actually direct them somewhere,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You're not just stalling.
Exactly.
Well, this record was recorded all over London. So was there somewhere you really enjoyed creating the most? I know you also had some time spent at Abbey Road.
Yeah, I mean, the day at Abbey Road was really amazing. It's such a well-known studio. It's got incredible resources inside, and getting to go there, not just as a tourist, but actually to do some work is a really sort of a real privilege. We really enjoyed that. But, I mean, fundamentally, we finished off the album with a month at a studio called Iguana, which is where our producer does his work. And it's a very small, sort of understated studio. It's behind like a second-hand tyre shop, and we feel very at home there. There's a good crowd of people down there who work there and we're good friends with, and we just feel happy there. We do good work there, and that was nice to finish the album there. I actually feel like coming home after sort of being in these swanky studios, it was good to be back in Iguana.
Did anywhere stand out to you?
No, I think, yes. Brixton was great, as Gus was saying. We've recorded all our albums there, and it's like a home from home. I think we always thought that we'd move somewhere else, but when we have moved somewhere else, we wanted to go back. So I think it's just where we're going to be recording for the next whenever.
Well, my favorite thing about Alt J Records is how they are so diverse no matter which track you're listening to. Cool. And on this album, I feel like you really did push the boundaries. One song, you even have 20 guitars played at once in unison, which just blew my mind when I found that out. It's so neat. So did you go into it just having no rules? That was kind of your game plan?
I think that's always our game plan, really. Yeah, no rules, no limits, no clothes. They're the big three for us.
Clothes off, always. Yeah.
It's so exactly doing things like the 20 classical guitars, or we went up to Ely, this was my hometown, and recorded the boys' choir at the cathedral there, and the organ in the cathedral, and we did lots of work with strings and brass and stuff. I think we really wanted to try and push as hard as we could towards making the songs sound as cool as possible, and just if we could do something, if we could try it, let's give it a go, rather than going, well, maybe we just shouldn't do that. Let's do it and see how it sounds.
Is there anything you think you probably won't dabble in? Like we may not hear a more country Alt J song, or like some rapping on something a bit more?
I don't think we say no that often. I think we only know after creating what we want to then do with the thing that we've created.
Okay.
I wouldn't rule out anything. I just think if you try to do something too much because you think it's going to surprise your audience, I think that's when you start to slip. Obviously, if we decided to do like an industrial metal song, it's not really going to work, because that's, apart from Tom the drummer, it's not our backgrounds, so it's not going to sound sincere. It's not going to sound it's not going to be very good. I can't play guitar like those guys can play guitar.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, after listening to the record in full, Hit Me Like That Snare totally stands out to me, both lyrically and musically. I love how there's a very eerie undertone to it, a little bit psychedelic to me when I hear it. It has some retro vibes as well. But it came from a jam session. So did that happen a lot on the album, or were other songs kind of more thought out beforehand?
Jamming, most songs tend to be more thought out beforehand. It's generally sort of something, that Joe has worked out on his guitar, sort of some lyrics and some guitar, and then we sort of work together to finish the song. But I think with Hit Me Like That Snare, we were all in the live room in the studio going to do another thing, and then while we were setting up, we just started jamming this thing. Really, it was a guitar hook that Joe had for a while, I think, and me and Tom quickly sort of locked into it, and we were just writing the sort of structure as we were going along, really. And luckily Charlie, our producer, sort of hit record, and that was it, really. And we pretty much, what you hear on the album is very, very much that jam, actually. Really? To be honest, we didn't re-record the drums, we didn't re-record We only added a little bit of extra keyboard and then the vocals. It was more or less exactly as it was jammed, which was actually a new way for us to work as well, which was really cool.
And how did the Japanese counting from 1 to 10 make its way onto there? Was that something you actually knew how to speak prior, or did you just say, hey, let's just put that on there? It was a neat idea.
It was a little song that I sang to my girlfriend, and yeah, as a private song. It wasn't one of a schmaltzy song. It was just a joke, and then I actually thought it was quite an interesting lyrical idea, and yeah, a lot of people have commented on that because we've got 2 tracks where I'm talking about singing.
I just didn't see it coming when I was
1 to 10
listening the first time.
Yeah. It's just an interesting thing to listen to, I think, and it's just a bit playful.
Do you know how to speak Japanese, either of you, or any other languages for that matter?
I speak French, but neither of us speaks Japanese, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't speak Japanese.
So you'll just know from 1 to 10, because I'm assuming from after hearing it
We
enough
know
in the studio.
Yeah.
arigato,
Arigato.
konnichiwa,
Yeah.
moshi moshi,
Yeah.
The basics.
Yeah.
ice
Yeah.
cream.
Sayonara. Sandwich. That's right.
Yeah,
No, the Earl of Sandwich, that's probably English.
I wish I could help you out on the French side, but I'm...
that's okay.
Yeah, that's
Don't
all
worry.
yours.
I'll wait for Montreal for that. That's
Okay.
fine.
Well, the line that sticks out to a lot of people in that song is, of course, "Fuck My Life in Half," which came from
Yeah.
when you were driving. I know you've told the story.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just driving with my girlfriend, and I hit like a deep puddle, and I hadn't seen this deep puddle, and that was just the thing I said, "Fuck my life in half." It's just a reaction, and then I pulled in to the house afterwards. And I was just, that's quite a cool thing I just said in the moment. So yeah, went on the album.
So I'd have to say, admitting it, I'm a pretty avid cursor, and I've never used that phrase
No.
before.
Yeah, no.
So did that just come out of nowhere,
I think
or
it
is it
just
something
came,
you actually use?
I think it was just like, at first I was just like, fuck my life in half. You know, it was like they were 2 separate, but they kind of were quite close to one another in terms of timing. So yeah.
Are there any other weird curse phrases that you guys like to use?
Drink shit.
Okay.
That's one.
We have like a band like insult, which is a Johns. It's like short for Johnson.
Yeah.
And a lot of our crew use that as well. It's quite good because nobody really understands it.
There's another one. If you're eating bad meat, you call it dog beef.
Dog beef.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the one? Johns?
Yeah, Johns. Yeah,
Jonce.
Jonce. Johns.
Okay, so
Yeah,
if anyone
yeah.
hears that lingo going around, you'll
Yeah,
now
exactly.
know.
But you can also say dog beef if you're not having a good time. They're interchangeable depending on your moods. Yeah. If you're really happy and you're having a good time, you say
Dog beef?
Dog beef of a time. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of the alt-J lyricism is inspired by novels, and you guys are avid readers. So is that something that you bring along with you on tour? I imagine that might be a bit of a pain to travel with.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It is a pain, but we do have a lot of books with us actually.
I've actually got I've got a lot of books in my suitcase.
Okay.
I've had to start leaving them on the bus, just piled up in different places.
Okay, at least you have the buzz. I couldn't
That's
imagine having
true.
to go on planes with
Yeah,
those.
it's a bit like a mobile library
Yeah.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
with 16 books. Not a great library.
So how many you brought with you?
Well, we probably got about that between us. I don't know.
Really?
I bought 5 books in Portland, so I've got 5, and then I brought 3 with me, so I think I've got 8 books. Yeah.
Okay, because I know a lot of bands as well, when they're on tour, they don't like collecting vinyl as much because you always have to bring it back with you on the plane on the way home, and it's just a massive pain.
Yeah.
Neither of us are really vinyl collectors, are we?
No.
I've collected 3 bottles of spirits, which I'm really worried about how I'm going to get home, actually. That's a pain. We've been visiting distilleries, and it's really
I noticed, yeah, you got,
hard
like, a brew
not
tour
to.
as
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
Yeah.
hard not to just like, they have all these amazing sort of small batch spirits, and I've got quite. I like my bar at home. That's kind of like buying these things. I'm like, this is going to be great when I get it home, but I've got to go home via, Thailand, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore.
fun.
So it's not going to be great.
Yeah.
Seeing that you did bring up breweries and drinks, what is your go-to drink when you're out?
I think when you're out, on average, it's probably beer, lager, or like ale or something. But I mean, for me, I'm in East London. That everyone's drinking Negronis, which is like equal measures of gin, sweet vermouth, and Campari.
Okay,
You have
I
it
haven't
on
heard of that.
ice with like a bit of orange peel. It's very East London.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Gus?
As a band and crew, we're pretty big gin and tonic drinkers. We get gin and tonic on our rider, so that's what I probably drink most of on tour.
Okay.
Yeah, but I always have a glass of red wine on stage.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, just to wrap things up, is there anything you would like to leave with your fans who will be viewing? Just any parting words?
Thanks for listening to our music.
Yes.
We've got 2 sold out shows here, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done.
I'm so happy you're back. I cannot wait for these shows.
Cool.
Welcome back.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
Of
you.
course. And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more. See ya.